Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name's Amy. Today we are going to be deciding my September TBR. So I just felt like filming. It's just a random evening. I think it's Saturday evening. Having a little glass of red wine, and I was trying to figure out what I was going to read this month. I still don't know what I'm going to read. So I made some little tickets, or like some little, some little shreds of paper with some stats on them, because I have I have 3 shelves here with like some books up at the top as well. And I counted what the number of books that I have on each shelf, counting from like here to there. And whatever's like on top or stacked will be like towards the end. So I made some little ticket stats, and we're gonna pull some stats and see what books I'm gonna be reading. So I have already I've listened to two books already this month, and I'm currently reading an ebook right now that I'm almost done with. I listened to Love and Pain by Charlie Cochette. I'll put that somewhere up here so you can see the cover of it. This is a new series. This is the beginning of a new 3rd series. So she has a series called The Thirds, and this is sort of going off of that series. So this is called Thirds Universe, and this is the first book in that series, and it's Austin's story. So in the 3rd series, it's Dex and Sloane's story pretty much for the first couple of books, and then we get all the rest of the guys' love stories throughout the books. It's my favorite, absolute favorite male romance series. I think it was actually one of the first male romances I've ever read, and I fell in love with the series, fell in love with Dex and Sloane. I'll link that series down below if you want to check that out. I've re-listened to it so many times I can't even tell you. The narration for those books, I highly recommend listening to them, because Mark Westfield is the narrator, and he just brings those characters to life so much. I absolutely love it. Like I said, I've listened to the series so many times, so I'm super excited about the Thirds Universe series. The first book, well, you'll hear more about those in my wrap up. So, but anyway, I've already listened to that one. I've also just finished listening to Daisy Jones and the Six, because everyone that I saw rave about this book has said you must listen to it, and they are so correct. The audio version is so good. It's multiple cast members, so everyone has a voice. It was so good. I want to go on and on about it, but I'm going to save it for my wrap up. But I actually just finished it today, and I'm currently reading Kept in the Dark, Lock and Key's Agency. This is book 1, and this is also by Charlie Cochette. I'll put a picture of it right here. It's also male romance. So far, I'm really loving it. It's basically about these guys that are, I guess, sort of like CIA agents, and they came together before, and they got separated. Now they've kind of come together again to work together, and sort of like fallen back in love, and it's really good. Charlie Cochette just writes the best sort of like, I don't know, like, because like the Thirds is like a sort of like a police force, and I usually do not like those type of books at all, but the way she writes these, she like mixes the romance into the police investigation or the CIA undercover story. She mixes the romance in there the whole time, and it just makes it so good. So I'm really liking that book so far. So I didn't know what else I wanted to read / listen to, so I thought we'd pick, I'm gonna say 3, maybe we might even go for 4 books from my TBR, and see what we come up with. So let's get started. Let me taste this wine, because I just opened the bottle. It's good. I'm a red wine kind of gal. I love a Cabernet Sauvignon. My current favorite is the Biltmore Cabernet. It's just so good. It's so smooth. I love it. All right, so let's shake up my pumpkin spice and chill jar or coffee mug. Actually, it's so funny because it's like I see everyone decorating for fall and like talking about fall and all this other stuff. And over here in Louisiana, it's still in the upper 90s. It's so hot. It's ridiculous. Like I can't even like get into the fall mood because it's so hot. But I know like maybe tomorrow I'll get my husband to take down my fall decorations out the attic so I can kind of maybe get in the mood a little bit, because I'm seeing everybody's stuff and I love it, but I'm just like, I'm just not there. Like it's still summer over here. It's so hot. Okay, shaking it up. I'm not gonna look in there. I'm not gonna look at it. I'm just gonna feel around and see what we come up with. Okay, let's see what this is. Top Shelf Book 7. So I'm considering this, no, yes, this is the top shelf. So book 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The Widow by Fiona Barton is what we're going to be reading this month. It says, a little blurb by Stephen King says, if you liked Gone Girl and The Girl on the Train, you might want to pick up The Widow. Engrossing and suspenseful. So I know nothing about this book. I got this at a library sale sometime earlier this year, I believe. It seems like it's going to be like a domestic type of...
Oops.
Hi, Shabella. Hey. Oh. Ow. Let's try this again. As I was saying, seems like it's going to be a domestic type of thriller where the husband had some secrets, even like maybe committed a crime that the wife knows of. And now that the husband is gone, she feels like she needs to tell his story, I suppose, because the people want to know. So it sounded really good. I know, I mean, I picked it up, like I said, at a library sale, and it sounded really good. So we will be reading it. All right, let's get another one. Bella, you want to go out? Daddy brought you in here. You don't want to be in here. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's do this again. We get... This is so much fun. Like, I don't know what to expect. Oh, Top Shelf Book 8. Well, I picked it, so... Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I had a feeling it was going to land on this. Really not in the mood for a romance or smutty romance, but whatevs. Okay, so this is Big Rock by Lauren Blakely. I've actually never read anything by this author. This is also a library sale pick, but look at that cover, yo. Not bad. I might kind of like this. Let's see what this is about. Okay, this I have to read some of this to y'all. This is too funny. So it says, it's not just the motion of the ocean, ladies. It's definitely the size of the boat too. And I've got both firing on all cylinders. In fact, I have all the right assets. Looks, brains, my own money, and a big cock. What? You might think I'm an asshole. I sound like one, don't I? I'm hot as sin, rich as heaven, smart as hell, and hung like a horse. This dude, he's all for himself, let me tell you. So basically what we got here is a hot, rich guy who's hung, apparently, and his dad needs him to zip it up. So it also sounds like his dad wants him to kind of like play the part of like a committed guy. So he acts like his best friend to be his fiance for this, whatever his dad wants him to do something for. So some bigwigs are coming to town and want his business, and his dad doesn't want to give it to him. So he's got to look the part of like a serious businessman. So him and his best friend, who is apparently a girl, she helps him along with this, and then of course he starts to fall for her. It actually sounds like it might be pretty good. It seems like it's going to be a short little read, so we'll give it a go. Let's get off the top shelf. Come on. Let's get a different shelf. Maybe I should get Michael in here to pick something. All right, I'm not gonna look. I'm not gonna look. Don't be the top shelf. Don't be the top shelf. Let's get another shelf. Top of the bookcase, book 1. Oh my God. Okay, well, we are reading let me put that back up there. A Curse So Dark and Lonely by Bridget Kimmerer? Kimmerer? I don't know. I'm so sorry. I'm probably butchering that last name. I bought this book on a whim, sort of. This is a YA fantasy. I loved the cover. I'm not much of a fantasy reader, but I heard it was really good. It's a retelling of Beauty and the Beast. So yeah, I guess it's about time to read it and see if I like it, see if it's worth the hype that it was hyped up to be. And Beauty and the Beast is actually my absolute favorite Disney movie. I love Beauty and the Beast. I love the actual movie version with Emma Watson. I love Beauty and the Beast. It's my favorite. So we'll see how it goes. I guess just like I said, it's finally time to read all these books that I've been putting off. So that's why I kind of thought this would be a good idea, just because I haven't really been choosing from my TBR. I've just kind of like been buying books, and like whatever's been coming in my book of the month is what I've been reading. So I thought it was time to like change it up a bit. Okay, that was 3. Let's just do one more for the fun of it. Oh,
What?
come see.
Wait. What?
I want your help.
What?
You're gonna pick my next book for me.
You on camera?
Yes.
Mm.
All right.
That's a lot of books.
I know. What's it say?
Top shelf book 13.
Another top shelf. I've got an all top shelf. And then the top of the bookcase. All right. Top shelf, book 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 Reasons Why. This is a Netflix movie. I heard it was really good.
Suspense?
Yeah, thriller.
That's always good.
Yeah. Thank you.
No.
13 Reasons Why by J. Asher. I just recently picked this up at Second and Charles not too long ago, probably about a month or so ago. So I picked it up because Debbie handed it to me and she was like, this is a Netflix movie and it's really, really good. You should read it. So I bought it. It was only like $4.25. I don't really know what it's about. It says, you can't stop the future, you can't rewind the past, the only way to learn the secret is to press play. Ooh, this sounds really good. Yes. So it's about, so we have this young girl named Hannah who is dead, and her friend, I'm guessing it's her friend Clay, doesn't want anything to do with her tape. So apparently she recorded everything on these tapes to find out who's responsible for her death. This does sound really good. I'm super excited about this one. Okay. So, unfortunately, my top shelf is a little bit lighter. Our 4 books are A Curse So Dark and Lonely, The Widow, Big Rock, and 13 Reasons Why. So we got a nice little smash up going on here. We got some YA fantasy. We have a domestic thriller, a teen thriller, seems like, and a cocky romance or a smutty romance. I don't know. I don't know what it's going to be. I'm actually kind of excited about this TBR. I think we should do this more often. I'll have to maybe, because I know maybe in November we can do this again, because next month is going to be, like I said, the Spookathon, and I'll be reading the Every Friday Reads. And who else? I don't know what else is going to be happening in October. I'm sure I'm going to be wanting to read Spooky Reads in October. So in November we might do this again and see what else we can tackle on my TBR. Hopefully we won't be all on the top shelf next time. That was crazy. But anyway, thank y'all so much for watching. This was so much fun. I really enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below what you'll be reading in September. Have you read any of these books? What you thought about them? Come follow me on all my social medias. I'll have that link down below, which is basically just Goodreads and Instagram. Those are the two most places that I'm at. Goodreads, I keep up with everything that I'm reading and write reviews for, and I'm just on Instagram all the time. I may not post all the time, but I'm always there. So anyway, once again, y'all, thank y'all so much for watching, and I will see y'all in my next video. Happy reading!